Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Been well intercepted. That was not good. Now, can they get him away? And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. They can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Played out wide. Bellingham. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Bayer Leverkusen are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And it's been played through. That has been knocked clear. White picks it up out wide. White made a search from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Quality ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nuno Mendes, spread neatly. Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's put paid to a promising move. Tries to thread one. He's had a shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To further improve their position of comfort. That is some save from Kahn! Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Tries to play it through. That was good alertness. He's cleared it out of harm's way. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Looking for the run. White promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution.
And we're off again.
Bayer Leverkusen can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. He's going to be disappointed with that. The most accurate pass. Doku. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he welcomes it in. And he's had it out. White gets it away. Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Doku. Bayer Leverkusen still trailing their run. They're looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Tries a shot! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
Number 22, Bellingham. Coming on the field is number 23.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, not the best of headers.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Nicely intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez. This is Batistuta.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Looking to play him in. Well, that's well spotted. Adams with the clearance. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's on. Can he finish? In he goes again. Sticks it away. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Batistuta duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that to kick, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Neymar. Mendes gets good distance on it. Looking for options for movement. Nicely weighted ball. Deftly away.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that...
And shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! Neymar at his razor-sharp best there.
I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Bayer Leverkusen give themselves a chance on the fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly.
Number 20.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Japan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected. Can he finish?
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can string out a defence. Kaka. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, what has happened here? Pullet plays it in. Van Belton tries to clear. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. And Basta. Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Bayer Leverkusen finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Petit, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rummenigge. And it's White. Bayer Leverkusen are behind here despite their domination of possession. That is out of play. That's really well manoeuvred. Up towards the flank. Cross from Robertson. That has been knocked clear. Rummenigge takes control of it and he's on the move. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bayer Leverkusen do love to play that diagonal long ball, don't they, Jim?
Yeah, and the fullbacks are proving to be useful outlets for them too, Peter. The opposition could do with putting multiple bodies on them to stop the runs, but it's easier said than done, especially if the ball's hit early enough.
Pullet getting this one clear. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Kaka. Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. White tries across.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking for the run. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play.
Big chance! Big chance! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So that's two now without reply. You can run the finish! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Bayer Leverkusen really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And the game has already resumed here.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably see them.
Oh, he's been having a shot! Really well taken goal. The second half off to a spectacular start. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because...
Van Basten, it's Van Basten! It's hit the upright. Bullet.
Bayer Leverkusen are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Doku. It's a promising position. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Petit.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Japan finding their passes. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And he's intervened well there. Shevchenko is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Bullet. That is a great pick out.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's forced to go back. Kaka. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that was very necessary.
Substitution of Leverkusen. Number 9, Shevchenko. Number 11, Messi. Number 22.
Cross to the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Japan really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out for me.
Number 23,
Chouameni.
number 17,
It's Rice.
Raul.
This ended up in no
Number
man's
18,
land.
Neymar. Number 15,
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose. what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. It's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. You've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. That's really well manoeuvred. Robertson. And it's Robertson. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. White. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Isak. And he was alert to it. Bullet. Robertson. Bellingham. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Bellingham. Shot could be on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bullet. Chouameni was looking wide. Adams. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Maldini. Kaká can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that is a nice touch. Portugal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Maldini makes the interception. Robertson still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Maldini hit the slide tackle there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good looking ball.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
That is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
No, that was never going to make it. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
White got a long way forward to join the attack. That pass just didn't quite work. Beckenbauer. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Now, this could be a chance. It's a really well-measured ball. Kaká. Threads one in. No joy this time.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Oh, Mbappe! Now it's a race for the ball. Tries to pass it through. Right, Shevchenko. He is through here. Kaká. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Pinches it off him. Beckenbauer. And it's Bellingham. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Bayer Leverkusen clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Foot in.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
And he's intervened well there. Just eases him off the ball. It's beyond the defence.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played back in.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from... a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Leverkusen.
Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
No prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator, and punisher.
Maradona. Oh, it's Batistuta. Looking for the run. Romero cuts it out. It's a searching pass. That looks a decent ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Vicious ball here. Maldini calmly anticipates. Shot!
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Maradona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Kaka. Can he finish? Be quick to recover this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. That pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. Gets a good foot in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they put it back in a hurry. Shevchenko! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it into space. Ball goes in. He can get that clear. That's Maradona. He's shifting through the gears here. Erdegaard. Batistuta. That's offside. Yes, it is. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. No joy this time. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Robertson. Follett. Ronaldinho. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's half-time here. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff. Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 11, Shevchenko.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 15.
Both sides defensively robust up to now. Looking for options for movement. He won't be happy with that one. Chouameni.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's away. That was expertly dealt with. And he's there to get it away. And here's Højlund. Ronaldinho. Chouameni. Well, in into the second half, and it's still goalless. This is Maradona. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players... That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. He gets big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That pass has been well intercepted. And that has been clubbed away. Maradona. Nice interception, well timed. Kaka. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Kaka can so cleverly bypass the press. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Oh, it's Batistuta.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And it's Kaka. Kaka will not want to lose it. Shoots! It's in! Bayer Leverkusen back on level terms. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 18.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
De Bruyne.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, who's going to be first to this? Cracking ball. Big chance! Well, that is rather wayward.
Substitution.
Bayer Leverkusen making another change here. And he's intervened well there.
There will be 5 minutes
That
added
might be
time.
that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, this looks sharp. Musiala. Oh, that's not the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Number 29.
All hands on deck for this one.
Number 4. Riker. Coming on the field. Number 7. Dumfries. Number 19. Humberto Silva. Substitutions taking place.
De Bruyne plays it short. And he's heaved it away. Costa Curta. And here's De Bruyne. Out towards the flank. And that is as far as it goes. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Royce, drilled in low.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Van Bouten cuts it out. Quarter of an hour played. He's in plenty of space here. Ball's gone astray. Henderson gets it clear. And he's managed to gift it back. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Technique to keep it low too.
Bayer Leverkusen are enjoying a lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Ferran Torres.
This is the time you need that pace.
He played right into his path. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's quick to snatch it back. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played out wide. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Ferran Torres gets it away. Aims beyond the defence. Cross from Robertson. It's going to be another corner, I think. It's their second corner of the game. That one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Bayer Leverkusen have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
For a throw. Turns and goes back. Chance! Oh, that wasn't far away. And this could be the final action of the first half. Keeper has taken decisive action. That is going to be the final action of the first half. impressive, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Bayer Leverkusen having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now it's Royce. That has not gone well. Belling. Beckenbauer. Follett. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Royce. Can he get on the end of this? Ferran Torres. Oh, well played, well played. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking to play him in. Now it's Ferran Torres. Tchouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And they've got rid. Belling. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all got a bit of timid. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort.
Shot, surely! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter, it's
Shevchenko! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Bayer Leverkusen find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier.
Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. And now it's a race for the ball. That pass isn't the best. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good for him.
Out towards the flank. Maldini makes the interception. Belling. And he's lost it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Haaland couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the referee brings it to a close. Leverkusen looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly. what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Pelé. Passing is crisp and sharp. Here's tries a shot! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Bayer Leverkusen are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get free. An uncompromising challenge. Great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Gullit. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Deep cross. Thuram makes it clear. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level.
Going to distract him.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Up he goes! And yes, it's there! And they're back in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. Pelé. Oh, really good feet. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And they can counter here. Pele. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi takes a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
He races! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A wonderful delivery. It was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. Pull it. Nicely aimed pass. Always onto this. This is Messi. He might be in here. Bayer Leverkusen needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well read. Nice interception. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. That's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. This, the perfect chance to extend the advantage. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Bayer Leverkusen are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Tries to play it through. This ended up in no man's land. Good-looking ball. Looking for options for movement. Almost accurate pass. Chouameni. Great defending, strong and determined. He's got away. Beckenbauer clears it away.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. Just maybe there, but it didn't stand.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Bayer Leverkusen have themselves a chance from the spot. Dealing with the pressure. Leverkusen give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And we're done. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players...
Chance, surely! That's really well manoeuvred. It's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. Nicely intercepted.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the great...
He's been side down. Is that a penalty? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Van Dalton did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Decent hit from there. Cantona. Robertson. To Maldini. And it's Robertson. Kukçu. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. For a moment you thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bayer Leverkusen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Bayer Leverkusen are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Foden, Batistuta. Khan gets it away. Taken back almost at once. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's the shot! It's a lovely, neat pass.
Bayer Leverkusen really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And Hullet! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. Showing good feet. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Played in by Robertson. Messi! Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now. Cleared without complication. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he get on the end of this? Maldini, he's in a great position here, and claimed it back swiftly. Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's got full. Harmlessly behind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Maldini, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And here's Cantona.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Cantona going about things with real menace. Tries to thread one through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Great vision. And the through ball. Oh, a bust challenge.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's picked out the run. Chance for a shot! And with the match slipping away, they have pulled themselves off the canvas. Another moment of madness. magic, a real wow moment.
I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
That has certainly made things interesting. And the shots! Well, the ball's come loose here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Kukchu is always scanning the pitch for targets. The pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Cantona. And that's that. So it's ended all square. Both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Through Bangkok United have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in...
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gullit receives it in a wide position. And Gullit! That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Messi. Looking to play him in. And this is Gullit. Goes for a shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Through Bangkok United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Koundé gets it clear. Short changes him with that pass. Now he's got space here. Neymar going face to face. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Eto. Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. Scholes. And it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. That pass has been well intercepted. Shapes to shoot! White. Bullet. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Passing is crisp and sharp, played out wide. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Tries the cross. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Neymar. He is through here. Deep cross. Oh, it's come off the upright. Eto. That is not problem.
2 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
Shevchenko. This is Messi. It's ball kick. Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost trying to get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Bayer Leverkusen go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Adams. Coming on the field is
Now the second half gets underway. And here's Neymar. Can he get it through? Aimed into... And the shot! And it's there! And... Shevchenko is herring after that one. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Nicely shaped cross.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Robertson. Neymar. Neymar gets into some space. Keeper has taken decisive action. Scholes. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Robertson. Now it's Neymar. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Thinks about the shot. Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hits! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who, to me, is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet, great vision, and a willingness to take on his defensive duties when required. Although he's probably best deployed out on the right, where his best attacks seem to emanate.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's had it! Oh, screamer! A finish right from the top draw! He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
By Leverkusen are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Good-looking ball. That looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Moves beyond the defence. Bullet. That's a throw. Foden deals with that comfortably. Bayer Leverkusen are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Robertson. Gone for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. And it's Gullit. Foden. Great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Cleared without complication. Nicely shaped ball. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Gullit knocks it into space. And he's there to belt it away. Chouameni, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found a way through. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And we have our very first corner. Chouameni is there. He's tried one. The ball's come loose here. That is a brilliant interception. Maldini. That is Neymar. He's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's in on goal. And he shoots. They've done it. And there's the goal they've been looking for. There's the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Messi. White. Great ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chouameni. And it's Maldini. And it's Robertson. And it's made its way to him. Great chance! That's another chance! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Played out wide. Maldini. Oh, good take in a good area. Going to be quick to recover this.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Maldini.
Robertson. Tries to pass it through. Neymar. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Gullit. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? This is Neymar. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Bayer Leverkusen really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Tries to play it through. Looking to play it in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Look at the space there. That is a crunching tackle. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Messi.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Rice. Always onto this. And that's a good ball. And time is up. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Bayer Leverkusen never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did.